Welcome to day 114 of the New Way. I'll read Matthew 9:35 through 38. Jesus went through all the towns and villages, teaching in their synagogues, proclaiming the good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and sickness. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them, because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into his harvest field." Jesus continued to teach and heal in Judea. When Jesus looked at the crowds, he felt compassion on them. What does the word compassion mean to you? I think of it as a passion to comfort. It is a feeling that will grow inside of you when you invite Jesus into your core, because it's a characteristic of Jesus. When I was younger and saw sin at work in a person's heart, I usually felt repulsed by it. I felt superior or smug about my own cleanness. But Jesus didn't. He loved and wanted to help those who were empty and helpless in sin. I know I have certainly changed and continue to grow in this area. Then Jesus tells his disciples that the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. I believe he is saying here that there are people out there who are realizing that they are empty, but they haven't heard how to invite Jesus into their lives to forgive their sins. What does Jesus say we need to do about it? I'll reread Matthew 9:37 and 38. Then he said to his disciples, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into his harvest field." Does this surprise you? I believe that most people feel that Jesus taught that when we see people who don't know or follow him, we need to get busy. But who is the Lord of the harvest? I think many times we assume that if there's a harvest, we should go out there and pick it. But here, Jesus reminds us that he is the Lord of the harvest, and he is the one who will guide us in all aspects of the harvest. We need to pray that he will send the workers who are tuned to him so that they know when and how to share the good news. When I was a child, my daddy had several pecan trees at the edge of one of his fields. On a cold fall day, when he felt that the pecans were ready to harvest, we would bundle up and go with Daddy to pick the pecans. I was fascinated to see how he would tie a chain around the tree and attach it to the truck. Then he would gently shake the tree so that all the pecans would fall to the ground. Then we kids would scramble around to pick them all up. But do you think that would be a good idea with a fruit tree? What would happen to ripe peaches if you shook the tree? You would get a lot of smushed peaches. How would you apply this story to what Jesus is saying about the harvest? I believe that God will make us aware of people around us who are empty. As we pray for them, we need to also pray that God would send just the right person to help them to understand the good news. We need to be obedient if God tells us to share our testimony. But we also need to be patient when He says wait. He is the Lord of the harvest and knows how best to approach each individual. In His service, Dale.